portable speakers. The weapon of those social anarchists who feel the need to smash hilltop hoods out of a Nokia Navigator at full whack on a crowded bus for everyone to enjoy. This do be looking a little thick, doesn't it? Glad we can kiss these proprietary docks away because the smartphone era really has made Bluetooth a staple, and it's about time I looked at some of these portable speakers as they are everywhere. Of course, the freakish ears on a stander here, because you gotta hear it for yourself after all. And you bet I have a serious set of speakers as a benchmark. My Focal Shape 65's running out of an Apollo Twin and are balanced by SonarWorks, meaning it has mapped my speakers and tuned them to be flat. Now, like, to show you how this works and like a fun point of comparison, mate, we gotta show you the low end of speakers. It's called smashing it out of your iPhone. We all knew it wasn't going to be good, but mate, that 1-2 comparison is damning. So the first one up, we gotta start with an actual character on this show. If you've been watching for a bit, mate, you know what's up. It's the EFM Toledo, also known as the sexy speaker. I mean, just looking at it, I wouldn't call it sexy, but it's the voice that this thing has.
Power on. Bluetooth mode.
Oh, mate. Like, backstory, yeah, it came with my phone plan, like with Optus, literally. I got the phone, they're like, hey, pick out something that you're technically paying for, but it's a gift. And I'm like, I don't want anything. They're like, well, take something. And I'm like, well, I don't have a Bluetooth speaker because, I just don't really use these. So these used to be really expensive, but now they're about $100 to $120 dues. And, our dollar dues are worth less. So, micro USB, aux in. Ooh. It's a Bluetooth speaker. But I do like this, that's handy. And I like that it kind of just flops over it. So it lays down like this. The noise comes out of here, and it's got these like bass reflex whatevers. I mean, they're not speakers. You can see pushing the bottom makes the other one go. But they do stuff. I mean, my Focals have things like this. So straight to the biscuit, take a listen. It's pretty weak bass, really. I mean, a friend of mine was over helping me test these, and he said it sounded like a song being played down to you through a telephone. That sexy voice, though. But let's sample a couple others, mate, before we start making big conclusions.
Power off.
So we're not getting more expensive. We're actually going to go a bit cheaper. This is about 60 Aussie bucks. The Tribit Stormbox Micro. It is small. I mean, you could fit this in the front pocket of, like, guy pants. Sorry, ladies, I hear that pockets for pants just ain't really a thing for you, and I hope that's changing. But mate, we've been able to fit Monster Energy cans in the front pocket, no problem, for years. USB-C, nice. Uncovered. I mean, you'll learn why that's a bit of a problem later. Buttons, indicator lights, and this is so you can strap it onto poles or handlebars or something, so you can bring it with you. That's kind of neat. Hear bass. The bass is pretty dang good. The top end is okay. Like, you can actually hear it's kind of made that sacrifice. I actually prefer it to this. Honest. 1-2ing these, it's like, I actually like this. And it's smaller and cheaper. Sexy speaker. You're not doing too good out the box. So jumping up a bit in price, so the sexy speaker's about 100, 120 bucks, Aussie bucks that is. Well, for $168 dues, mate, you can get the Ultimate Ears Boom 3. So this one's interesting because it actually stands up like this, and so you just have this ominous perspective of it at the moment, so I'm just going to lie down. As an overview, it's a Bluetooth speaker. There's the volume and such. There's a button, and the off button's hidden under that. I actually like the red. It is pretty stonky heavy, actual. And interesting that it stands upright like this, which means you can put it into like corners of rooms more easily, at least I think. Hey, this would be good, for those of us that take baths. This would fit standing up right in the corner. But go on, mate, let's take a listen. You can actually hear the bass. It sounds a little bit woody. I mean, that's a double bass that you're hearing in that track that you're no doubt humming for the rest of your life. But it's totally audible. It really pesters to install an app, and it really annoys me. It actually says, like, make sure you install the app for the best experience. I don't want to encourage that too much. I mean, an extra couple of settings in the app is one thing, but I don't want to enter this world where you need to download an app and give details just to get the most out of a speaker. So I got a lot of these at JB Hi-Fi. I walked in and went, yo, mate, what are people buying? What do people want? And the most expensive one here at 200 Aussie dollary doonies, the JBL Charge 4. So it sits like this. That's how it's meant to be. It's not a standy-uppy one. It's got these bass response kind of doots. And really nice two-tone finish on everything. It's super nice, actually. I really like how this is built. It's chunky. USB-C, nice. Aux in, nice. That reminded me. I didn't show you the port on the boom. Only micro USB, nothing else. So it's the biggest and the most expensive. So that means it's the best, right? There you go. Take a listen. Yeah, it's the biggest, most expensive, and the best sounding. It's got more surface area to crank bass out of, which means the speakers can focus on the top end. It's way more rounded. Again, it's not hi-fi, but for like this crazy portable speaker, it actually had bass that would fill a room. Wasn't begging for me to install an app. That's a bonus again. So that was the most expensive one, but we've already done a cheap one. So what else could there be? I haven't shown you the cheapest. I saw this in JB Hi-Fi. It's a JBL, and I saw the price and went, mate, this could be the upset victory. $39 I got this for. The go-to. Go to where? We're not sure. It's just like a rubberized plastic little lad. It's got a button and little tiny legs because it stands up and faces you. The front's actually metal. Micro USB, where aux in. No aux in. Oh, and no aux in on this either. Sorry, I'm just getting completely tangent and like jumping all over the place. So 39 Aussie bucks. That's like 20 Freedom Eagles. It's got aux in. It's Bluetooth. It is tiny. I thought this was small. It's tiny. It's even thinner. So prepare to be blown away. Let's take a listen. Oh, the cheapest and smallest one is the worst one. It was pretty poor. Every time we flicked onto this speaker, me and my mate just went, turn it off. I mean, can it defeat the iPhone 12? It did it! It defeated the crappy speaker in a phone! And honestly, that's all it can really do. Podcasts maybe? But But if you think we're done with the testing, you're an idiot and you owe me an apology. Because all of these are claiming that they're waterproof. That's right, get them all in here, all of them. Oh no, they all claim waterproof, which means we've got to clear the table. Oh, my Pooxo. Look out, iPad. Cue the big bucket of water on the table with a running computer and electronics. Hey, look, it's real water. You don't believe me? So we're going to get them cranking Scarlet Fire one at a time. We're going to dunk them. Of course, the sexy speaker goes first. Yes, I will risk a character on the show because, mate, she said she was waterproof. If she isn't waterproof, it means she's a liar and then she gets what she deserves. Here she goes. Oh, look at the bubbles. Oh, she's taking a big drink. Whoa, it's splashing everywhere. Oh dear, she's a bit no. All right, maybe you want more drink. You know what? I'm gonna call that a pass for now. Let's see what happens if we let her drip out a little bit. Oh dear, that was a lot of bubbles. All right, let's try for the big one. Here we go. Oh wow, that sub drop. The bass is cranking through the water. Hopefully I'll close the door properly. Hey, don't spit at me. Oh,
running and can access the internet.
Oh, shut up. Every time I try and sync this to a new thing, it has to be like, get the app. This is the most annoying one to sync, to be honest. And no aux in. Boo. All right, here you go. Take a drink. Wow, interesting waiting. Whoa! It spat at me. Yep, that passes. Oh. Open USB. What's gonna happen? Oh, it sinks. Look. I don't know why, but I find that really, really funny. It just sits at the bottom. Wow, so if I just drop it in... Whoa, I shouldn't make it splash. What a nugget. God, it was like a pug, wasn't it? Just sank right to the bottom. The little ones like to sink. That's fun. Yeah. It's working. Get the electronic death water off the electronic table. Look, the towel is kind of green, so like this is good enough. These are all soaking wet now. All right, so they've been sitting a little bit. Will they turn on? Nice. It is flat, but that's okay. It turned on. Oh, serenade us.
Power on.
Yeah.
Bluetooth mode.
She sounds good as ever. Yep. And the nugget I couldn't really care about. Oh no, it's still on. That's nice. So out of this, I honestly have two winners, and it's not this one. I don't know. It's just okay. It's okay. Look, I've got it. It does the job that I want it to do. The voice is heaps funny, although I think that's only Aussie markets. If for some reason you're looking to get one of these purely for the voice, I mean, yeah, I think it has to come from Australia. This guy ain't bad. I mean, you know, the form factor of being able to stand up, that could be useful to some. It begging for apps is annoying, and syncing it seems to be annoying as well. But I like how it looks, but, you know, it's all right. I don't know. You'd have to want to use it for podcasts or something like that, because it just doesn't, yeah. It's like a really, really good phone speaker. And all of us want to be doing better than that at any point. So, I don't know, 30-something bucks, and we're left with these two, which is basically the biggest, most expensive one, which honestly just sounded the best. They got even bigger ones on this. That's pretty cool, actually, because we're getting back into boombox territory, where now you don't need a cassette deck or a CD player. It can just be speakers and a Bluetooth signal in. And also it does aux in, and it's got, you know, USB-C. Oh, no, that's full of water. Let's just close that. It's still going, it's fine. And honestly, while testing, at one point, we didn't know which speaker was playing because, you know, it's just what phones like to do. They just hit onto one of them and send it. And we're blown away when we found out it was this, because it actually does have bass. Top end could be okay, but then it is cheap and it is tiny. Like, you could just put this in a bag and off you go. No aux in, which is annoying. But hey, waterproof and tiny, and you can strap it to things. Yeah, not bad. Hey, that's it. Thanks so much for watching. Huge thanks to my patrons, especially these stinky names right here. Mate, $1 a month, I do extra vids. Oh, look, it just immediately jumps to me editing because I filmed something for the after show and it went so poorly that there's just literally no content. Like, no, not even funny. There's just no content. But I'm heading to the new warehouse soon, and I realize what a perfect opportunity to show you guys that place. And it's going to be so full of junk in the super near future that it's going to be like really fun to document that there's actually nothing in there at the moment. And, you know, I'll sneak a few of my plans in there. But anyway, thanks so much for watching, mate. I'll see you all next time. You know, over to you, Frank. Doing anything tonight, Blue Eyes? I mean, I know that's just because you're shedding, but like, Frank, you broken? Frank? Frank, hello, Frank, okay.